세러데이 쇼다운 하나생명 e스포츠 대 디플러스 기아.
And goes Sejuani, so not going to have great dive in bottom lane, as Zeus is going to play Twisted Fate into this Udyr, see if they can get it done.
See what happens here as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. But we have to still play the games out and see what happens.
It's a round-robin format. Peter, Sylvie, and Jiwoo are going to hide in this river brush here, but does not look like we're going to see any face checks. However,
they're coming in.
Yeah.
And Owner's going to see this. Now, he will stay safe, but that's his blue buff gone. Although, could try to potentially fight this, but here comes Call Me.
I don't know about fighting this, but they are going to just come over here and grab some Senna stacks, trying to be aggressive. Not hopeful for them on this one.
Just let it go. Peter's just going to run into them. I mean, they do have a better level 1. So, going to win that one. I mean, Tom Senna isn't weak, but Kalista Renata definitely going to enjoy
Even though it's one of his most successful picks career-wise.
Well, level 2 hit here. Okay, there, Jiwoo does get it. Nice little handshake as Keria is going to try to get the knockup, but Guma forced to flash away. Jiwoo does eat a turret shot now, and now Keria's getting in there. And one more auto would do it. Can he get in range? But no, the Q's going to come in from the Renata, and even with the lick, maybe. No, he's going to get the last auto, and that will be first blood going to Keria as Peter immediately trades it back.
Definitely not something that Owner wants to tussle with. But yeah, going back to this Tristana, by the way, you know, it's just like what we saw from Yehu in the previous series. So much of this game is on Call Me to find success in this Orianna matchup early. If he gets completely outclassed like we saw Chovy do to Yehu, this whole draft falls apart. Owner
tries to stick around to get this ward, and in the 2v2, this should favor Faker and Owner, as now Call Me's eating a huge amount of damage himself, and Sylvie now has to flash away. Q lands from Owner, and that is just a straight up kill. Gets a little bit of help from Faker, and now Owner's coming back. He's angry, and he's not even looking. Call Me just dies and accepts his fate. Well,
and that's still significant, though, because Zeus doesn't have teleport, and he doesn't have level 6. Going to take Swifties and run back as fast as he can. Should be some plate gold going over to Dindin.
Yeah, the level 4 Sejuani gank, I mean, Sylvie does not have flash, and yes, Faker doesn't either. But he can just run north, as now it all comes down, and Call Me is going to try to take him out, and he does! And now the interrupt on Owner, but he still gets that E down. And Sylvie is not able to do much, unless Owner sticks around. Might have a little scuffle. Miss on the Sonic Wave now, but Flail does not connect up that way against Orianna. So now Q is going to connect here onto Sylvie, as the action does not stop in this early game. Here comes Keria, just going to dive onto 2 people. There's no level 6 for them, but he's got it as Devour comes through. And now Jiwoo's in a lot of trouble, as Owner is getting pretty low. The bailout comes in, and actually Jiwoo is fine for just a little bit. As now we get another Abyssal dive, but it's denied, as the Lick is going to get the kill from Keria. And we got a little 2-on-2 action now. Peter and Call Me on the run. Yeah. And now he's going to jump on in. He does have his ult, I believe. Maybe not. Just going to auto him down. The E is good enough. But now Keria, a nice little dodge sidestep here from Call Me. And Peter's blocking the Lick. And there's no Devour at the moment. Maybe one more one more lick for the play. But that's going to be the end of that.
You know, kind of down and dirty early game League of Legends, and T1 are answering well. Is Zeus maybe in trouble?
Nice flash. Good reaction. He's going to get out of dodge. If he doesn't flash that, he's probably dead.
Well, the bottom lane isn't winning, Valdez, and that's where I was going back to. Is like, yeah, they're like, you wouldn't put Senna into Kalista. Tom Kent's Senna into Kalista. We've seen teams try to do that. You got to ban that and then pick the Senna, but Keria is pretty good. His Owner just keeps pushing this.
He's going to land the kick, though, and he's got some help as well. The roam up from their bottom lane. Guma right here is going to help out in that one. And Sylvie just got his ult back, though. Might be able to punish Faker here, who does have his flash, but doesn't have anywhere really to run. And he's just going to run into the turret instead. And Sylvie will pick up the kill.
And Sylvie has had to babysit him, so the Udyr isn't getting too much more value topside either. His Owner's just staying, man.
Uh-oh. He has to flash the Senna ult from the river. Well, we're going to try to play onto Zeus here underneath the turret, as we'll hold the gold card, but Sylvie is tanking up the turret, as now we got TP coming in. And Zeus is burning down a bit, but now with Faker and Keria making their way into this fight, it's looking pretty good for the side of T1 as Dundun. He is Udyr, but not too easy to run away from the Tom Ken. So Abyssal Dive comes through, one more lick will be dodged, and will not get stunned up because of that dodge. Nicely done by Dundun to get away.
Yeah, nice escape from him. He is Udyr after all, very good at escaping, but Faker did not have his ult when he eventually teleported in. Okay, he does now.
Okay. All right, decides on no. Faker in a bit of trouble here as they might have the burst damage. He does have arm guard already, but a bit of help from Senna perhaps. No, this is, oh, well, Honor's gonna get on over, and now he gets the kick onto the Tristana, and Sejuani is barely gonna have enough damage. Sylvie will take him out. Call Me will be traded back though.
Yeah, Owner basically 1v1ing the Tristana there as Faker will escape. Owner has 5 kills this game. He's sitting on a Sundered Sky.
While they're kind of trading even on the top side, Zeus just gets a turret in the inner bottom turret as well. So he's feeling pretty good about his situation. He's had mostly a free game, although he has been ganked quite a lot. As now he's trying to go 1v1 versus Call Me here. One more card should do it, and that it will. As Zeus takes him down.
Good night to have popcorn in the audience as the gold lead growing.
Nice flash, at least, to get away from that one. But now we got TPs galore. Everybody's joining in this one. As, oh god, Call Me is tanking all of the damage. Really nice ult on the 2 of them, though. But the Devourer comes through onto Zeus. He will survive as they take out Call Me. And they will take out the Kalista as well. And immediately the fight is turned around. The Devourer coming in huge here. And T1, of course, with the very large wallets at the moment. Can they take out Zeus? The answer is no. And that is a clean ace for T1.
Really nice Devour there, denies the bailout. Shield comes through. Well, there's no soul for 4 minutes. Let's see if Nomshi could survive long enough for it to spawn to maybe have one last team fight there. 2-item Kalista.
And Keria is a Omega tank at the moment. Like, he's got 2 armor items. They don't have AP damage outside of Udyr as Bailout comes out, just kind of laughable at this point. Call Me is going to avoid the loyalty program. And yeah, they're just kind of putting them out of their misery. T1 not wasting any time with this one. As maybe Faker, oh god, he just is gonna get devoured. And yeah, Call Me just sad by himself in the fountain. T1 should be able to take this first game in about 23 minutes.
The most T1 game I've ever feel like I've seen Valdez. Just so much coordination.
Look at that healing, Jesus.
The healing is crazy. Down goes the Nexus. Every time you think you've got him. Every time you think you found an angle.
As they're already being sent out. Faker gonna do most damage. Zeus is next, and then it's Call Me, but not a lot of damage that meant too much. Not a lot of effective damage from the Tristana in this one.